I'll say that later. What's the smell? Dumped your father today? No, I went to see him till tonight. Why? Something happened. He's fine. How things going for you at home? Okay. Why? Get along with your mother? Stepmother? She's all right. Why are you asking about her? One of our detectives talked to your sister, Chloe, over at the Special Victims Unit. One of the things we investigate is child abuse. You think Chloe's being abused? No, not Chloe, you. She told you that? She said you and your stepmother sleep in the same bed. Is that true? Okay, wait. Wait, if you think that we're sleeping together, like having sex,
how could what you doing, friend? What I'm doing is sitting in bed watching TV, watching some TV.
No, it's just that there's no way that we're sleeping together or having sex or anything. I mean, that's what Chloe told you. Look, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm sorry you came down here and wasted your time, but it's just not true. Okay?
Detectives, I've told you 3 times. My employment contract includes a confidentiality clause.
Meaning you know something you just can't say.
That's not what I mean. Do you get along with Miss Stanfield? She's an excellent employer, and that's all I will say.
What do they pay for a gig like this?
That's none of your concern.
I bet there are a lot of under-the-table cash transactions. Is that true?
We could find out. Drop it down to the IRS, have them go through your undeclared cash income with a fine-tooth comb that would jam her for what, about 3 years?
Minimum. We find truth in Chloe. You're saying your boss is going down. You better decide right now. You want to join her?
I saw them together once, a few weeks ago.
Doing what?
I walked into the room. She was kissing Kyle. It wasn't the way a mother kisses her son. But it was only a moment. I hardly saw anything.
Sounds like you saw plenty.
Lawyer Stanfield's back in town at her lawyer's office. Our president is kindly requested.
Sorry to keep you waiting, detectives. You must know my client, Gloria Stanfield.
Heard a lot about you. Probably with you.
She wanted to clear this matter up as soon as she got back to town. Cover the Hamptons.
So, I know the other detectives already spoke to Kyle. He told you the truth. I'm not having a sexual relationship with my stepson. What more can I tell you?
You think Chloe lied about it?
I think she makes up stories. She's a child.
Well, why do we have other adult witnesses who describe a pretty passionate kiss between you and your stepson?
Why was you melting down the ice cream? Because it was too hard. It was frozen solid, and I wasn't trying to wait like 10 minutes for it to soften up. So I melted it, and then when I melted, you don't want that much ice cream in the bowl, so I was disappointed. I ate it out the bowl. I was just I said I ain't melting it. I'm not gonna melt it no more. And I wait for it to soften up now. Now I just wait for it to soften up. Yeah. Yeah. Cause like when it melted, all the stuff was stuck to the bowl. I mean, it was like a thin layer of ice cream and a little thick puddle, and the thin layer, it was all melted around the bowl. Like, well, it's all on the corners and the bottom of the bowl, man. It's scattered out. I didn't want to scrape it. Just scrape a little bit at a time. So I ate the chunk of puddle, and then so I never do that again. Thinking in my head, I never do that again. I thought you was making a shake. Now I like my ice cream soft, and I couldn't wait 10 minutes for the cone to get softer so I can bite bigger scoops out with my lips. Yeah. Emergency remove our careful.
Seen it? He left already. We got investigated. I'll get on okay with his family, Stefan. Yeah, he can let me know what I'm good about. How do you know? Well, everybody knows about Gloria. She's very, she's putting out for all the school budgets? Not that. She just likes having guys around. She doesn't mind, if you look at her. Yeah, it's like she's wearing clothes, but you totally see through them. And she's always giving everybody back rubs. What's that think of all that? He digs it. It's not his real mom, so who cares? I bet you think there's more going on than just back rubs and peep show. And I wouldn't be surprised.
Back rubs and peep shows.
Hey, she has less to run an on in the area. Well, let's all hope that sanity is the family trait. No, not at home, not with friends. Much finished, still out looking, and,
Got us. Got us. Ain't nobody up in her.
Whoever did this new security code, there's no apparent problem.
Bashed in the stove.
Hey guys, how can you clean pipes if they're lead pipes? I said, what's up, lovely Cole? What's up, Mary? Nobody but me and you. Oh yeah, they showing up now. I said, are you still moving? Moving where? I already moved. Yeah. Hey, how can you get lead out of pipes if the pipes are lead pipes? If the building's over freaking 50, 60 years old. If the building's over 50, 60 years old, the house, and the pipes ain't been changed to plastic pipes, how do you clean lead pipes? Can you get a filter and it filters out the lead and makes the water fresh? Maybe I need to go to Walmart and ask them. Yeah.
Introducing NutriBullet RX. NutriBullet RX uses breakthrough smart extraction technology to break down and open up foods like never before, giving us the most nutritious superfood drink ever, and get back to being healthy and well again.
My stomach issues literally went away. My shoulder pain has gone. I was able to sleep better at night.
I've lost 100 pounds. During this TV offer, you can have the complete NutriBullet RX system rushed to your home for just 6 payments of only $29.99. You'll also receive this amazing bonus, the NutriBullet RX Hot Soup Maker. Just place it on the base, and the NutriBullet RX switches into soup mode to make hot, delicious, nutritious soup in an instant. You can have the complete NutriBullet RX system for just 6 payments of only $29.99. We'll ship the NutriBullet RX system right to your door for free. That's right, free shipping.
Get a career in less than a year. The college protects.
No, you'll have to call the professionals to do that. Okay. Alright, they gotta change all the pipes, right? You gotta call the professionals to change all the pipes. Yeah. Right.
Medical massage therapy and information technology support. Begin your career in less than a year. Call 859-272-5225.
I'm trying to figure out how old this house is that my friend's staying in, so I know if the pipes have been changed or if they plastic pipes or what.
We'll take a seat at the table, only on ABC 36 on your side.
Nobody.
Belmar, the underground utility, is free. Hands out, he is smarter than he looks. No one's below.
He is smarter than he looks.
Blood in the back of the head's probably what did it, but he's got impact wounds to the torso, thighs, forearms. Went down fighting.
They'll come in and clean it all out. Okay. Alright. Yeah. How much does that usually cost? Why you move? I moved because they was trying to take me out. They was trying to take me out. I had to move.
You seem a little upset. Where are the other entrances?
They was trying to take me out.
But they're all locked up.
It depends. Some
No one enters the
charged by the hour. Charged by the hour. Yeah.
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 The ordinary. Just guess the tenants. Can get this back to you, okay? What's going on? Father was killed. Somebody attacked him in your apartment. I'm sorry. Where's Gloria? Well, I was going to ask you the same thing. Taking your father's death kind of well.
It's my day off. I stopped by to check on Miss Stanfield. The front door was open. Came in, found Mr.
Okay. Good. You're okay. Be careful, friend. Be careful. Yeah.
Want to make sure she was all right.
Gotta be careful.
I assumed here there was no one else in the apartment. She couldn't have done this to Terry. It's not possible.
Where'd you get that shirt? At school in Bizet. It looks like you got punched. Thought it might be your dad. Is that what happened? Started to hit you and you defended yourself? No. I didn't kill him. Any idea who did? Where'd you go tonight? For a walk? Why? Because I felt like it. Your dad and stepmom were home before you left. It's got to be a pretty contentious relationship these days, huh? I don't know anything about it. Okay, you went out for a walk. Where Gloria?
You can't really trust people these days. Now you can't trust people.
You went out for a walk.
Now you can't.
I just know.
They stab you in the back. You say something they don't like, they send people knocking on your door. Yeah.
Bloodstains kind of clash with school colors, huh? Detectives?
Make a video they don't like, they send people knocking on your door.
Hold off on the questions for a minute. Why? Should lawyer them? Mr. Schaefer, if you'll follow me to interrogation. You not worried about a conflict of interest there, counselor? Stanfield is a suspect also. If charges are filed, Kyle obtains new counsel. Until then.
Good evening, Debbie Cakes. Good evening, Debbie Cakes.
My attorney present.
Good evening, Debbie Cakes.
No, really, it's okay. I haven't got anything to hide. I have no idea what happened. I went to a hotel tonight.
What?
You saw my husband at the school. Do you honestly think I wanted to be anywhere near that van?
Then why go home at all?
Well, Detective Benson, to get my things. My stepson was there. I tried to explain to him what was happening. Kyle got so angry. And then Lawrence walked in. They started fighting. Lawrence got physical as usual, pushed him. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I left.
You left your husband to push around your stepson.
How would I stop him? Believe me, I've tried. It only makes things worse.
So the hotel confirmed your story?
The Sienna. They'll tell you when I checked in. Is that all?
One more thing. Was your husband still breathing when you left?
I didn't kill him. I have no reason.
So they could be a couple. Custody of the kids, inheritance.
Well, I'm not sure. They always believed that I was a gold digger at heart. The money goes to Kyle and Chloe in trusts that I am not allowed to touch.
So when you left, Kyle and his father were still fighting.
Kyle didn't do this.
But you'd already left, so you don't know that for sure.
Look, I will answer any questions that you have about me, but I just lost my husband and my daughter. I'm not going to help you frame my stepson. You're from here, Tara. De nada. How long do you think you can keep hiding that pooch?
What am I talking about?
You are almost crowning.
That's the extra for this.
Gross. Found a place. That'll take care of you.
I can't just leave.
scientists inventing. Begin it again. Jethro? Love and marriage. Love and marriage can be the most beautiful. Ever since the news broke about after shops. Hands? I don't know. I'm always team Mikey B. So.
You don't have to go through all of this alone.
Amen to that.
Amen to
Do you
that.
have someplace to stay tonight? You shouldn't be alone.
Of course.
Stay at our house. What is it?
I'm sorry. Thank you for everything. It means more to me. You could ever know.
I'm sorry.
No. Clark, wait. Stay. I can't.
Yo, man, what's going on, Natural Brain? Come here. You gonna give me my loving. You gonna give me my loving. Just don't fight it. 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 You gonna give me my loving. You gonna give me my loving. Is that Ben saying get out his face? Is it get out his face?
It's gonna get worse. I think you're going. You come back.
His eyes open. He like, I'm gonna bite you.
That ends today, Thorne.
There you go.
Go on. Do it. Oh, predictable as always. Shut up! So, what are we doing in the year 2000? Cut the crap. I know you brought me here. No. I didn't. Oh, man.
Is it?
I guess that makes our meeting just a case of...
Has he ever attacked you? Yeah. He attacks me all the time. He attacks me all the time.
We are gonna have to...
Did you get him when he was small? I got him when he was like, probably like 3, almost 4 months old. I got him like when he was 3, almost 4 months old. Yeah. He was born in May. I got him in August. Got him in August. I think it was the beginning of August. Yeah, he was born last May. I got him this past August. Yeah. But he was born this past May. And I got him this past August. But he attacks me all the time. He's a beast. He's a beast. We get it.
Tri-Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod. Who needs that much more Tide?
What else you eat? A lot. A lot. I have 4 tortillas. I have raisins. What else I had? I had cereal. So much. So much. What else I had? I had SpaghettiOs, a can of SpaghettiOs. I had 1/4 of almonds, 1/4 of the almonds twice. I had three ice cream cones. 3 ice cream cones.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good old days.
It's not like the good,
It's not like the good old days.
Stop parroting everything. Instead, drink a Red Bull and think for yourselves.
Since when do you dictate what we do?
Exactly. You're not the boss of us. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Individuality often complicates things. Red Bull gives you
Come on.
wings.
Get that off your eyes.
If you're new to the
Get that off your eyes.
Wonderful shot.
It's individual and team play.
48 players, 12 teams of 4. Now it's a party. You can hear the crowd joining in. Chase Kemper has delivered. He displayed all the guts and temperament of a champion. Theon Folsom.
Watch Live Golf live starting May 12th on the CW.
To us. Not thirsty. Oh boy, that's good. You seem tense. I really think you should try. Hey, just tell me what you want. To enjoy this very special day. I mean, maybe this is some sort of
What all did I eat today? Way too much.
chance to torture
Way
you
too
one
much.
last time before I end your existence.
SpaghettiOs, almonds, 4 tortillas, freaking grapefruit, raisins,
You always were smart. Bad you're not smart enough to save yourself.
three ice cream cones, 3 ice cream cones,
One is to put me in
Yeah.
Iron Heights right now and risk destroying the timeline.
3 ice cream cones with ice cream on it.
Wonderful wife and family right from existence in just a heartbeat. Then the second option. You have to kill me. Which you won't. So I guess I've already won. How'd the parental reunion go today? Did it feel good to have them care for you one last time? Did you feel loved? Did you feel like you had a family? You attacked me this morning. You knew they'd help me. It must hurt to not be able to tell them that you're their son. Tell me, does being this close to them again bring back all the pain I have ever given you?
Come here. Don't fight it. Don't fight it.
Good.
Don't fight it. Don't
If your
fight
plan's
it.
so perfect, why are you wasting so much
Don't
time?
fight it.
Why not just wipe me off the face of the earth right now?
I said don't
Run my
fight
best
it.
to resistance.
I said don't fight it.
I'm going to savor this entire day and the peace that it's brought me. Now, there's one last thing. I want to hear you say it, Barry.
Is that do you still be working out? Yeah, I still be working out. I still be working out.
You win.
I still be working out. Yeah.
Delicious.
Delicious. What's so delicious about Barry?
You can't walk away from what's about to happen, Barry.
Watch me.
I know. I can walk towards it.
I can't stop thinking that we should be out there looking for him.
I know. I feel it too. But we just met the boy. And you can't give someone help who doesn't want it. It's not that I don't want your help. We've been worried about you. Well, that means the world to me. Especially today. Ever since they passed, I've never stopped wondering what I would give to have them back for just one more day. if that happened, what I would say?
You can tell us.
I'd say, your love made me who I am. And despite the darkness, I still carry your light inside me every single day. So we're your granddaughter.
I know your parents would have loved that.
And have no doubt, wherever they are, they're proud of you. You okay?
Yeah, I just want to talk to you. Lord, take care of that little baby.
Larry, it's okay. It's me. Joe. And I know you've been stuck here in the past. Oh my God. I have no idea how I got here. Relax, son. Everything's fine now. No, it's not. Look, I can't make contact with the Speed Force. And Dawn kills my mom. Today. I know. You okay? Whatever's affecting me, it could be affecting you also. Maybe that's why you're remembering things. Jerry, I know what happens today. Because I've been waiting for it since the dawn of time. Yeah, we love our house. But the cost of homeownership has been a struggle. Utility prices rising. Sweetie, you practice that somewhere else? Anyway, like I was saying, it's getting harder and harder to make ends meet. And hi? You mind?
Well, on the bright side, new customers who bundle and save with Progressive save over 20% on average.
Sorry, we let them practice here on Thursdays. Sounding good, friends?
It's time for a new kind of diamond. One that's made, not mined, and shines as bright as she does. You're always there for me, Diamond. The I'm me because of you, Diamond.
What's up, baby?
The you're
What's up, baby?
Diamond.
What's up, baby?
That honors
Don't
every
fight it.
cipher.
Don't fight it.
By Pandora.
Don't fight it.
Exquisitely
Don't
beautiful
fight it.
lab
Ah, don't bite me. Ah! Ah! Ah!
The pepperoni on Panera's new toasted baguette is sliced a little thicker to hold more flavor. So when fresh mozzarella melts over it, that detail will be big. Try the new toasted baguettes from Panera. $1 delivery fee on our app.
I used to wait to run my dishwasher till it was super full. Now, I run it daily. Weekdays. Weekends, you might think that's wasteful, but it's not. Even half loads use 80% less water than hand washing, saving $130 on utilities. Cascade, they have to dish differently.
Hi,
No.
dearie. My famous gelatin bowl. Let's make some room in here. You keep dog food in the fridge.
It's not dog food, it's fresh pet. Real meat, no
For a
veggies.
dog.
For Hank.
Whatever her name is, it's just wrong.
Mom? Dad?
You're so lucky you're single.
Fresh Pet. It's not dog food, it's food food.
No fees or minimums and no overdraft fees are another reason banking with Capital One is an even easier decision than this.
Stop. You're in.
Oh, cool. Yep, even easier than that. What's in your wallet?
At Olive Garden, nobody loves Alfredo quite like we do. We make it from scratch, so you can enjoy it poured, twirled, or dipped. With our one-of-a-kind Alfredo, the possibilities are endless.
This Tuesday, don't miss a new episode of Gotham Knights at 9, 8 Central.
Still watching the possibility of a few overnight strong or severe thunderstorms.
A husband grieving the loss of his wife killed in a hit-and-run accident. New tonight why he says that accident took a woman who devoted her life to healthcare and students.
Catch Off the Bench every Thursday on Everyday Kentucky as we meet local high school athletes who are scoring high on and off the bench. If you know a multi-talented athlete, nominate them by sending an email to us. Brought to you by UK Federal Credit Union.
You know what they say, mornings and DQ breakfast go together like biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's right. 2 fluffy, freshly baked buttermilk biscuits smothered in warm signature black pepper gravy that's filled with mouth-watering Purnell sausage in every tasty bite. Because you know what they say, a quality morning starts with a quality breakfast. They do say all this stuff, right? Well, they will, once they get a taste of our hearty and delicious DQ biscuits and gravy. And it's only a DQ. Happy tastes good.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restless?
You getting old? You getting old? Yeah, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. And now don't try to play it off. You was asleep. No, wasn't. No, I was doing like this right here. I was doing like this right here. I was asleep. But I do fall asleep sitting up like this sometimes. When I be sitting here. And then I wake up later on in the morning and go and lay all the way down. And then go ahead to sleep, though, man. Dope, man. Dope, man.
That's impossible. Joe doesn't hate me.
I told you, quick, get your teeth up out of me. Get your teeth up out of me. Get your teeth up out of me. You think this is a game? You think this is a game? You think this is a game? Bite me again. 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 Bite me again.
I promise. Come. We have a code green. Evacuate all patients, visitors, and hospital personnel. In that order. Understood?
Trapped inside. That's right. Kill me. And you kill your own father.
This is useless. Neither of us can win.
Tom died. So can you.
Dr. Rachel Russo, Chief of Surgery.
Doctor, it's not like a damn earthquake.
Started with an electrical surge throughout the entire building. Now everything from heart monitors to surveillance cameras are down.
Okay, we'll help with the evacuation. Any idea what could be causing it?
No, but the hospital's east wing is under construction. I think whatever's happening may have started there.
Give me that flashlight. I need you to call for backup. I'm gonna find out what's going on. I need you and your staff to safety. Let's get him out of here.
Come on out, son. Because no matter where you go, or how fast you run, I'll always find you. What's it gonna be? You're gonna come face me here, and now, in this time, or
say mama. And we what's going on, dumb baby? Watching this Flash.
Who's up there?
Run, Barry, run! Oh my goodness. Are y'all serious?
You'd actually destroy an entire timeline just to save your own pathetic existence. No, I thought. I'm not here to save myself. I'm here to save you.
I'm not usually choked up after magic. That was incredibly moving. This was gonna get weird.
Mrs. Rainbow! I'm gonna get this. You'll see. This is it. This is the break. We're not girls, we're ladies. We're gonna need some jackets.
I read that. Make you look bad.
You're gonna need my help there. From hit shows to top movies, finding what you love is easier than ever. Even add on other streamers like Paramount Plus in the one app that unites them all. Who is talking? Boy, are you in the wrong family. And when I'm in.
Finding a subtly sweet tea is easy.
Nice, right?
Huh. Purely, subtly sweet.
But saying no in a subtly sweet way
Impressive,
takes practice.
but absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Pure Leaf lower sugar. Just the right amount of sweetness.
Work smarter, not harder, with new hands-free Skechers Work Slip-ins. Just step in and get to work without bending down or touching your shoes. Plus, they have Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam and slip-resistant outsoles, and they're machine washable. Get affordable new hands-free Skechers Work Slip-ins.
Humans have evolved many skills. Fighting bugs isn't one of them. That's why STEM harnesses active ingredients found in plants that target nerves bugs have.
but you and your family don't. STEM, rooted in nature, optimized by science.
This is Cass. She never really paid attention to her credit scores until she got Credit Karma and used her scores to score more. Like a great rate on a car loan for some more reliable wheels. Credit Karma. Download the free money app where your hard work pays off.
Good news. There's still time to find gifts for Mother's Day that she'll love every day from Sephora, Nike, and more. Get them for under $50 now at Kohl's.
Ever wonder, why was I born with two hands? Because you were born to try Arby's Bourbon Barbecue Sliders. 2 at a time for just $4. The body just loves barbecue sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meats.
You want to save me?
Is this a joke? No, I'm serious. God, do you remember that day you told me about 170 years from now? When you presented yourself to the world, finally gained speed of your own.
Greatest day of my entire life. Until now.
Up until that point in your life, you admired me. You wanted to be a hero.
And you destroyed everything I'd worked for. You saved that crowd. You took the credit that I should have had.
I know. I'm sorry.
Is that what this is all about? Making amends for ruining my life? Well, it's too late.
It doesn't have to be. You can still have a better life. The life you once saw for yourself. Don't you see, all we do is cause each other pain. But tonight, you can change all that. If you just walk away.
It's not what this is about. No. I win tonight. That's what this is all about.
You win one battle, Vaughn. Not the war between us. Neither of us can do that. But if you don't walk away tonight, you will lose everything.
Liar. Don't you know who I am? I have always been the hero. You're the villain, Flash. You're the one who reversed my entire life and dragged me into hell.
And that's why you died tonight. By my hand.
You can't.
I don't understand. You saved yourself. And let me kill her instead. Why?
I have no choice.
Killing your mother. It's It's a fixed point. You knew this was going to happen. And now I'm stuck here in a hell where I get to watch you grow up and become the hero that I should have been. I swear, even if I have to tear the universe apart, I will find a way to destroy you and everyone you love. Because from this moment forward, my life's work will be finding ways to kill you. Last night, tortured me.
Hey, Just Juicy Johnson. What's up, Just Juicy?
Because today I got to see my parents for the last time. Feel how much they loved me. This is the worst night of your life. I know it. And today brought me the peace I've been looking for ever since.
You went fishing, Just Juicy? You went fishing? Catching them fishing? I didn't catch that. You didn't catch nothing? That's how it goes when I went with my brother. Every time I went with my brother and his homeboy fishing, they be sitting there with their poles in the water and never catch anything. They find these little lakes around here, go at nighttime, and pray they don't get caught. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't allowed fishing in these things. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be sitting there just chilling around at nighttime while they fishing. They sit there with their poles in the water and never caught anything. Never caught nothing. I'm like, why do they go fishing just to catch nothing? I mean, you be catching stuff sometimes, but every time I went with them, I've been with them like 10 to 15 times. They sit there with their poles in the water and don't catch nothing. They talking about it's relaxing. It's relaxing to be out there on the lake. You know what I'm saying? You can just get some beers if you're going to do all that. Get some beers and some lawn chairs and sit on the lake and kick back and drink. You ain't catching that. You might as well find something else to do on the lake. No, I'm talking about my brother and his homeboy. No, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about my brother and his homeboy. Said, I was on a boat, yeah. Not the same, yeah. You was on a boat, yeah. 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 Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. Was you on the ocean or was you on the lake? Was you on a boat? Was you on the ocean or was you on the lake? Come on. A lake? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Was that the Great Lakes again? He was on that lake that looked like the ocean. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Better go, that's your sister. That's your sister, Just Juicy. That's your sister, Just Juicy.
Watch the new documentary series 100 Days to Indie.
Better go, that's your sister, Just Juicy. Look. That's your sister, Just Juicy. Look at your sister, Just Juicy. Look at your sister, Just Juicy, better go. Look, Just Juicy right there. He brings mice. No, he don't bring no mice. He bring nice. Oh, he being nice. He said he being nice, yeah. Yeah, being nice, yeah. He being nice, He act like he wanted to bite me. He act like he wanted to bite me. Yeah.
Also on WKYT News at 10 here on the CW Lexington, Republican candidates running for governor face off in WKYT's Republican primary debate. We'll have highlights from the event.
And a Fayette County school nurse is killed in a hit-and-run crash tonight. Her husband is remembering her.
This is WKYT News on the CW Lexington.
Good evening. So good to have you here for the latest news. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Amber Philpott. Severe storms are heading our way.
Starting to rumble that links to the WKYT First Alert Weather Day. We want to get you up to date. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey, tracking the path of those storms.
Yeah, guys, a lot of the storms right now across western Kentucky going to make their way slowly into parts of central and eastern Kentucky as we head into the overnight. First Alert Weather Day is going to continue through roughly 4 o'clock tomorrow morning with a complex of storms. Now, the greatest risk for severe thunderstorms is going to be across the southern half of the region with high winds, maybe a little bit of some large hail. Severe thunderstorm watches out for far western parts of Kentucky. This goes from Owensboro and west. That's until midnight our time, 11 local time. We'll see if we get an eastward expansion of that at some point over the next couple. Let me call rest of us though. Severe thunderstorms right on top of Madisonville. Large hail with these storms. Had a little bit of spin with this particular storm just a little bit ago. That's going to roll its way toward the east and the southeast. May head toward the Bowling Green area. But notice out ahead of this, we got a thunderstorm developing between E-Town and Glasgow right on top of 65. Whatever's out there to our west will roll its way to the east. And a bigger complex of thunderstorms is also rolling its way from west to east toward western Kentucky. Boundary is just off to the north and west of us, and that's the focusing mechanism for those strong and severe thunderstorms heading into the overnight. So it is across the southern half of the region where I think the greatest opportunity is for severe weather heading into the overnight. So from London, Somerset, back toward the west, folks here have the greatest potential, I think, for some strong or even severe thunderstorms. Good chance all the way north of towards 64, and then we lighten that to mode up, that threat mode, heading into the overnight across northern and northeastern parts of the state. But guys, we'll keep an eye on those storms. There's nothing imminent across central and eastern Kentucky. We'll see what happens, though, after midnight.
All right, Chris, we'll see you in just a bit. Thank you. Kentucky voters will head to the polls in about a week to choose which Republican candidate will face off against Governor Andy Beshear in the November election.
Tonight, WKYT hosted the Kentucky debate. 3 of the 5 GOP candidates who were invited took part. The discussion kept focus on the future. WKYT's Kelsey Soto joins us now in studio with a look at some of the key issues brought up. Our top story at 10.
That's right. Our candidates that were invited to participate all had a preference of at least 5% or more of the likely Republican voters in any independent polling that was released prior to May 1st. That included Daniel Cameron, Kelly Craft, Eric Dieters, Mike Harmon, and Ryan Quarles, but Craft and Cameron declined our invite. Our Bill Bryant, though, of course, was the moderator of tonight's forum. First off, the 3 participants were all asked about some low voter turnout that we have seen in recent years. Early estimates indicate only about 15% of Kentuckians will head to the polls this primary, meaning that many will be letting others decide those races for them. All 3 candidates agreed people need to head out to the ballot boxes to let their voices be heard.
That standpoint, it is a bit sad, but at the same time, we all need to come together. We all need to make sure that people honor that right, because people have fought and died for that right to have a vote. And I encourage people to go to the polls, even if it hurts me.
I agree with Mike that we need to have more people go into the polls. And I think it's about time for Kentucky to look at perhaps changing our statewide elections onto presidential years. I think you'd have higher turnout. I think you'd have more engaged citizenry. And I think it'd be good for us to have a break every once in a while.
So I think it's incumbent upon those people who are running for office to show the people of Kentucky that there's a different way and there's a different candidate. I'm the outsider, and my voter is actually the anti-establishment voter, the voter who's probably least likely to vote in a Republican primary.
Well, still ahead tonight on your news at 10:30, we'll hear from those candidates and their thoughts and opinions on gun control in the state, as well as any mental health concerns in the wake of a deadly mass shooting we saw in Louisville last month. I'll send it back to you.
Kelsey, thank you very much. Early voting begins later this week on Thursday. It continues Friday and Saturday. And primary election day is...
Guess you tell her I'm too old. I'm too old, love to come. Just let me be old. Let me be old, love to come.
Charge in a Lexington murder.
Just let me be old.
A guilty plea was entered for for 19-year-old Jamarian Allen. He's charged in the murder of Clinton Brown. Brown was found shot near UK's campus on Pine Street late Friday night. He was rushed to the hospital where he died. Investigators believe an argument among a large group led to that shooting. Allen is in jail on a $750,000 bond. He'll be back in court next week.
Just let me be
About a
on.
Louisville officer shot in the Old National Bank shooting. Officer Nick Wilt was critically injured in that shooting. Police say he's improving and is now off the ventilator. He's shown neurological improvement as well. They say he's following some commands. Officer Wilt is still battling pneumonia and other infections, but they say he is making remarkable progress.
Tonight, the husband of a Fayette County school nurse who was killed in a hit-and-run crash is remembering her. He says he's focusing on the life Lynette Lane lived and not how she died. He shared with WKYT's Grayson Passmore the lasting impact her life will have on the community.
Reverend Tony Lane very fittingly met Lynette at church one day, and as he says, they kicked it off right away. They've been married for 36 years.
Lynette has a quality where she basically sees good in everybody. And so she doesn't meet strangers. She's always open and friendly and loving. And that was her quality. She would love anybody regardless who you were, what you looked like, what we, it didn't matter to her.
Now Reverend Lane stands with his grandson by his side, just 2 days after Lynette was killed in a hit-and-run accident Saturday night. But Lane says they refused to spend this time thinking about her death when she lived such a big life.
She gave so much good that we focus and celebrate her life and a life worth living.
Like the 7 grandchildren she loved spoiling, and the thousands of kids she took care of over the more than 40 years she spent in healthcare. Most recently as a nurse at Rice STEM Academy for Girls.
The children had a way of faking being sick so they can go to Nurse Lane's office and get a peppermint. That's just what she did. She just gave and gave and gave, and she just shared love.
A love Lane will always feel grateful for knowing the past 36 years.
People really embraced her and loved her because that's what she did. She embraced and loved them.
In Lexington, Grayson Passmore, WKYT.
Lynette Lane was hit at the intersection of Sandersville Road and Matoma Drive, and as of right now, police are still looking for the person responsible. And anyone with information about what happened is being asked to call Lexington Police. Weather is being blamed for a series of crashes on the interstate in southern Kentucky. Police in Rockcastle County say 6 cars were involved in separate accidents on I-75 this afternoon. The crashes happened in the northbound lanes around mile marker 58 south of Mount Vernon. 2 people were taken to the hospital. We do not know their conditions.
A suspended Lexington High School principal will not be coming back to work. The district placed Paul Lawrence Dunbar's Marlon Ball on administrative leave in November. According to the Herald Leader, a letter stated his contract will not be renewed. The letter does not say why. Ball is suing the district for alleged unfair treatment and retaliation. The district has not confirmed why he was put on leave in the first place.
Tonight, people are remembering a key member of Team Kentucky. The deaf and hard of hearing community says that Virginia Moore was a true advocate for them, especially during the pandemic. She passed away Saturday after battling cancer. She was best known as the translator for Governor Beshear during his COVID-19 briefings. She provided critical sign language for 780,000 Kentuckians during a most uncertain time. Micah Tucker is a student at Kentucky School for the Deaf, and he says her appearance made him feel comforted during such a trying time for many Kentuckians.
That was a great help to help the public know more about deafness itself and about American Sign Language because of Virginia being there in everyone's lives on their televisions during the pandemic.
The chair of the Kentucky Commission on the Deaf and Hard of Hearing says they are planning a memorial service for Virginia that is in the works.
The governor himself remembering Virginia today.
She taught us even how to sign. We will get through it, and we will get through it together. We had funny times where we accidentally learned the sign for Wookiee, and we had tough times where she had to sign very difficult information about the losses we were sustaining.
Right now, we are still waiting to find out more about her funeral arrangements and a memorial. Governor Andy Beshear is ordering flags
Andy
at all
Beshear.
state buildings to be lowered to have staff until sunset on Thursday. It is to honor the victims killed in the mass shooting in Allen, Texas. That shooting happened over the weekend.
The 33-year-old gunman killed 8 people, including 3 children, and 7 others were hurt. Well, new tonight, as Alexis Wainwright reports, authorities are revealing some more information about the shooter.
This video shows the moment the gunman pulled up to the Allen Premium Outlets before firing at shoppers with an AR-style rifle.
I've got victims. We need an angel.
At least 8 people were killed, including 20-year-old mall security guard Christian McClure, as well as 2 young sisters, Daniela and Sofia Mendoza. This Army veteran tried to help one of the victims.
I did a quick compression on his chest, and he spit blood up, and then he looked at me, and his eyes just went straight fixed.
Raquel Lee captured this video of shoppers huddled in a bathroom closet as the attack unfolded.
People were trying to call 911. We couldn't dial out. I just remember thinking, oh God, he's coming in here next.
Police identified the gunman as 33-year-old Mauricio Garcia. He was shot and killed by an officer who happened to be at the mall. CBS News has learned he enlisted in the Army in 2008 but did not finish basic training. It was terminated after 3 months due to physical or mental conditions. Garcia appears to also have had violent and racist views. On Monday, activists gathered at the Texas state capitol, urging lawmakers to advance legislation to raise the age for purchasing assault weapons from 18 to 21.
Wow, 21. Are you serious? They still immature 21. They still immature 21.
In a surprise move, a Texas House committee passed the bill, but it still faces an uphill climb to becoming state law. Alexis Wainwright, CBS News, Allen, Texas.
And there have been more than 200 mass shootings in the U.S. so far this year. The victims in the mall attack range in age from 5 to 61 years old.
That March windstorm event is now a $1 billion disaster. Coming up after weather, we're going to take a look back at the $4 billion weather events in the state in the past 2 years.
There is no pecan chicken salad sandwich quite like this one. Nope. This Arby's made-to-order masterpiece can't be topped. Except very literally by honey wheat bread. Arby's, we have the meat.
This is our latest hearing aid, packed with 20th century technology. Why beige? To blend in. You know, so it's almost invisible. You mean like this? How did you do that? Treat your ears to $260 off. Here goes 7.
This is how the 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups. Plus, get a $4,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
Allergies don't have to be scary. Defeat allergy headaches fast with new Flonase Headache and Allergy Relief.
2 pills relieve allergy headache pain.
And the congestion that causes it. Flonase Headache and Allergy Relief. All good.
Your best defense against erosion and cavities is strong enamel. Nothing beats it. New Pronamel Active Shield actively shields the enamel to defend against erosion and cavities. I think that this product is a game changer for my patients. It really works.
There is one university that stands out in equine education. From its 200-acre campus in the heart of horse country, Midway University provides hands-on training to undergraduate students and offers programs in equine management, rehabilitation, and pre-veterinary science. For athletes, Midway provides scholarship opportunities on its Hunt Seat and Western Equestrian teams. Now, for the first time, Midway is offering an online equine business and sales degree and an advanced equine MBA degree for students anywhere. Find out more at midway.edu.
Introducing Astapro Allergy. Now available without a prescription. Astapro is the first and only 24-hour steroid-free spray. While Flonase takes hours, Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. So you can Astapro
and go.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
The Kentucky Lottery, over $4.4 billion in grants and scholarships.
Hi, everybody. Hope you're making the best of your late Monday evening. It's been a fairly calm day. As we roll ahead into tomorrow, we are going to see conditions get a little better as the day wears on. As a matter of fact, those temperatures by tomorrow afternoon will be into the mid and upper 70s. Thunderstorms would go by the wayside. Downtown Lexington way in the distance. What we're dealing with right now on that camera view is a lot of cloud cover. No precipitation as of yet, and it's still fairly mild. Temperatures in the 60s. Current watches that are out, see the yellow across western Kentucky. That's where we got a severe thunderstorm watch that is out until 11 o'clock local time. That's midnight our time. And we may see that push a little farther to the east with those thunderstorms that are now tracking going west to east, and a lot of that action is developing across western Kentucky. It's not lifting to the northeast. It is heading more east to west. We got severe thunderstorms in Madisonville, large hail, high winds, likely with these storms. Let me track just to the north of Bowling Green. We'll watch another cell that is going up into what looks like Clark County, and that's going to make its way toward the east. Now, the greatest threat for severe weather as of now is just a little farther to the south across the southern half of Kentucky. Here's the overall radar picture back into Missouri. Notice how those thunderstorms are dropping now more southeast than due east to west. So the severe threat for, let's say, Lexington and north is a little lower now. The severe weather threat continues, though, across southern and especially our southwestern counties, where we have that marginal risk that is out across central and eastern Kentucky. It's a low-end threat. The slight risk has been whittled back into western Kentucky. What happened is that boundary decided it wanted to come a little farther south, just a little quicker. Now, we're not going to complain much about that. So we may have a downward thunderstorm early tomorrow. It gets better as the afternoon, as the morning, by the afternoon. Hey, you got a lot of dry time. It's a gorgeous Wednesday, sunshine and mild. Chance for a thunderstorm back into the picture on a warm Thursday. Watch the hour-by-hour forecast. Let me stand up here because you can see those thunderstorms coming out of southern Kentucky, and then we watch for some scattered storms to go up wee hours of the morning across the eastern half of the state. By 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, for the most part, that stuff, whatever's out there, is long gone. As of now, this does not look like a widespread overnight severe weather event, and it's mainly targeting southern Kentucky as of now, and it would be in scattered form with those kind of pockets of severe weather.
So what are you eating now, Doughboy? Cornflakes. Cornflakes.
Tomorrow afternoon, we go into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Temperatures are in the 40s to start the
Every time I get up here, you eating something. Oh yeah.
Readings with sunshine, fairly
Oh yeah.
comfortable day are into the 70s, mid and upper 70s, lots of mid 70s. So that's a great looking day. Thursday morning, clouds are coming back at us from the southwest. So what we're pushing to the south the next few days is going to come back at us from southwest to northeast again. Look for some thunderstorms back into the picture as early as Thursday, and that's going to carry us on a daily basis, coming at us in waves. It's not constant, it's not all the time, but we are going to be dealing with some of those thunderstorms starting on Thursday, and I think especially Friday.
Did I work out? Yeah, I worked out too.
Early next week. Daily rounds.
I lifted my weights and did my pull-ups. I did it on TikTok Live.
All right, another $1 billion disaster in Kentucky.
So just became a mukbanger, yeah.
Windstorm/severe weather event. We didn't have severe thunderstorms that day. Is officially
My old profile used to have a lot of mukbang videos. I used to have a lot of mukbang videos on my old profile.
45 separate $1 billion weather disasters in the U.S. over that 25-month span. 4 of them were right here in the Commonwealth. March 3rd, 2023. Today we are going.
I don't want to get fat though.
Weather day.
I don't want to get fat. No, mukbang, I get fat.
High winds
Well, good night, though. Well, good night, National B. Good night.
Four people lost their lives, including one woman in Lexington after a tree fell on her car while she was inside. More than 500,000 customers in the state were without power, some for days after hurricane-force winds destroyed trees and power poles. Cleanup was tough. Utility crews worked around the clock to clear debris and restore power. A month later, President Biden approved a major disaster declaration for the largest windstorm in our region's history. Something he's done for Kentucky time and time again over the past 25 months. The March 3rd windstorm joins other billion-dollar weather events. The historic ice storms in February of 2021. Our region was hit with back-to-back ice storms over a 2-week span. Fast forward to December 2021. A deadly tornado outbreak ripped through central and western Kentucky, killing 80 people and leaving behind trails of destruction. 7 months later, flash flooding put much of the Appalachian region underwater, becoming one of the worst flood events in the history of the Bluegrass State. More than 12 inches of rain fell in just a few hours. 44 people lost their lives. Hundreds of homes were swept away or destroyed, and infrastructure was demolished. Kentuckians have been through these natural disasters together, and we will continue to stick together when and if other disasters strike. You know, some other facts here, guys. In 2021, we had 20 separate billion-dollar weather disasters. In 2022, we had 18. Here we are, just early in the month of May, we had 7 so far this year. Now, in the prior 2 years combined, that total came to more than $300 billion worth of devastation just from severe weather events.
Yeah, Kentuckians across the state should really use a break when it comes to that kind of
Right. I mean, you know, you think of 48 since, 2 years over the entire country. 4 of those have been here in Kentucky.
Just incredible.
We've had our share.
See them all cumulative like that. It shows you what's going on. Is that right? Coming up, we'll have our odd headlines. Tom Cruise pilots a Top Gun Maverick jet during the MTV Movie and TV Awards acceptance speech. We'll have that.
And the COVID-19 pandemic crushed all-you-can-eat buffets, but now they're back.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. With Money Save, we tried electric unicycles.
I think I got it.
Doggy paddle, only pay for what you need.
Come to Bud's Gun Shop and Range for the FN America event Friday, May 12th. Great deals on top-of-the-line FN parts. Visit Bud's Gun Shop on Industry Road and get big savings on FN parts.
Have you been struggling with back or neck pain, maybe considering an invasive surgical procedure? Do you wonder if there's something more conservative that could be tried first? Due to the overwhelming success, we've moved our office to accommodate even more spinal decompression equipment.
I'll never forget the day that I walked outside and I thought, I'm standing up straight. I feel taller and my back doesn't hurt. This is great.
Give us a call to schedule your free consultation and MRI review at our new location to see if decompression therapy can help. It could change your life.
The name that defines the very best. Jimmy Nash Homes is building on your lot or in one of your communities with new floor plans featuring Anderson Windows and Doors, the most trusted name in windows and doors. See it all at jimmynashhomes.com.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common arrhythmias we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, they can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Putting in the extra work and not cutting corners takes a little longer.
That's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your Millwood carrot just like we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Ultra-rich Kelly Kraft launches more desperate attacks against Daniel Cameron. But while working for taxpayers, Kraft was absent from her post half the time. Kraft got caught misleading Kentuckians in a opioid ad. And as Andy Bashir pushed COVID lockdowns, Kraft praised the our schools open. No wonder President Trump endorses them.
Daniel has my complete and total endorsement.
Daniel Cameron for governor.
I'm not usually choked up after match. That was incredibly moving.
This was gonna get super weird.
Nailed it. We were kind of hoping for some sleight of hand. Allowed to perform. Lobotomy.
Hey, welcome back to WKYT News on the CW Lexington on this Monday night. Some unusual stories have made the news today.
Yeah, here are some of tonight's odd headlines for you. Tom Cruise continues to prove he is a true action star. At the MTV Movie and TV Awards on Sunday, the actor won an award for Best Performance in a Movie for his role in Top Gun Maverick. And his acceptance speech was a pre-recorded video made while he was piloting a plane. A Paramount representative confirmed Cruise was piloting that plane himself. Of course he was. It was also the same P-51 Mustang he flew in Top Gun Maverick. Cruise was known for doing his own stunt work.
Oh, there you go. Well, all-you-can-eat buffets are back now that the pandemic has subsided. Industry tracker Placer.ai says visits to the three leading chains were up 125% in March compared to January of 2021. Nation's Restaurant News reports Golden Corral sales grew 14% last year compared to pre-pandemic levels. The turnaround follows a number of bankruptcies when COVID-19 restrictions were in place. Affected chains include Oak Country Buffet, CC's, Furr's Fresh Buffet, Soup Plantation, and Sweet Tomatoes.
All right, break out the pillows and comfy pajamas. Tuesday is National Sleepover Day. For children, sleepovers encourage bonding and boost friendships. But a sleepover is also a great time to tell scary stories and maybe laugh until you cry. The day was started by a makeup brand and Cosmopolitan Magazine back in 2017. The idea at the time was that girls would share beauty secrets and do makeovers. But of course, that doesn't have to happen on a sleepover.
There you go. But big day coming up. All right, and coming in our next half hour, we'll return with more coverage of tonight's Republican primary debate that was here on WKYT.
EKU Online provided free delivered to me.
Free tutoring for me.
Scholarship opportunities for me.
A better future for me. For you.
Your job, Silver, our 100% lightning chicken is always just a batter tip away from becoming its own golden treasure. Batter up. Guide us to our $6 chicken basket or order ahead at longjohnservice.com. This year.
Since Joe Biden has been president, I've taken him to court 23 times. And Bashir, taking the fight to him too, held Biden and Bashir accountable over illegal immigration, abortion, the war on coal, and of course, we stopped their vaccine mandate. When Biden and Bashir step over the line and violate the Constitution, I fight back. Again, I'm Daniel Cameron. I figure if we fight the radical liberals now, maybe kids like Theodore will still have the real America when it's their turn.
UK is one of the top places to work in the country, but don't just take our word for it.
I love being able to see the students smile.
We get to create tomorrow, today. Seeing all the ways our alumni give back really makes this job fulfilling.
Working with underrepresented communities helps me be the person that I needed.
From entry level to executive, we have great job openings all across campus and UK Healthcare. Join us at our job fair May 13th or apply online today.
I thought of UK as a dream place to work. It's lived up to the expectations. At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile. The way it makes you look and feel. The way a smile lights up a room. So people can see the best version of you. Which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone. So you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more. Or visit AffordableDentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
When we say golf like you've never seen it, we mean golf like you've never seen it. Each week, Lift brings something fresh to the game of golf.
Wow. 15. Do it. Oh.
with some of the biggest stars in golf, our guess is that this trend is set to continue. Don't miss the season-long battle for the only professional team championship in golf. Live Golf from Singapore. Watch Saturday and Sunday at 1 Eastern on the CW. The new series, 100 Days to Indy, premieres Thursday at 9/8 Central.
This is WKYT News on the CW Lexington.
Welcome back in here at 10:30. 12 Republican candidates are vying for a chance to become Kentucky's next governor.
It's a crowded race, and tonight we heard from 3 of them as the race to primary election day is heating up and coming up on us fast. They took part in the Kentucky debate sponsored by WKYT. Our Kelsey Soto joins us now with a look at some of the key topics up for discussion.
Well, in the wake of that deadly mass shooting we saw in Louisville last month, that left 5 bank employees dead and a police officer severely wounded. Many Republican candidates have stood firm on their position that the Second Amendment is a protected constitutional right. However, how to handle the effects and growing concern over mental health issues varies. Kentucky doesn't have a red flag law. That's a violence prevention effort that allows for the court's removal of firearms from a person that they believe is a danger to themselves or others. The gun used in that Louisville bank shooting was purchased legally less than a week before the rampage. All 3 candidates say they want to protect Americans' Second Amendment freedoms.
Respect to the gun issue, I am 1,000% for Kentuckians' right to bear arms. I believe everyone should arm themselves. I'm the one that said, it's sad what happened in Louisville, but I'm the only person who said those people that worked in that bank, were they allowed to have a gun? I still haven't gotten an answer from the state media.
It deals a lot more with mental illness, but it also deals with evil. Sadly, we've had a crisis in families, we've had a crisis in faith. And when people fill their hearts with something other than God, they fill them with hate, they fill it with anger, they fill it with whatever, then we see these problems.
I'm a strong supporter of the Second Amendment. It's in the Constitution for a reason. I'm a gun owner myself. And I think that we need to help reset the dialogue on mental health in Kentucky. At the Department of Agriculture, 2 years ago, we actually started a mental health awareness program called Raising Hope. You can Google it, Raising Hope KY.
Now, according to CNN, Kentucky has some of the least restrictive gun laws in the U.S. Those 3 candidates say they don't plan on changing that. The CDC has said that the Bluegrass State is home to some of the highest firearm death rates in the country. Still ahead tonight on WKYT News at 11 on CBS, we'll hear from those 3 candidates and their thoughts on abortion access here in the Commonwealth.
Kelsey Soto, thank you. We'll see you in a few minutes on WKYT for that. Early voting begins later this week on Thursday. It continues Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. That is local, so you want to check on your locality. Election Day is coming up on
Vartos.
16 polls are open everywhere. Local time 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll have full election coverage, of course, starting at 7 that evening on the CW Lexington. You can watch our full debate anytime on our website, WKYT.com.
A Lexington juvenile is in the hospital following a shooting. Police say someone shot him on Costigan Drive in the Winburn area just after midnight. Officers are still trying to figure out what led up to that shooting. They haven't made any arrests. The victim is expected to recover.
The trial of the man accused of killing his friend in Wolfe County is now underway. State troopers say Troy Delkelberger shot Jaron Slayback in 2020. The 2 were from Ohio and on vacation with friends in the Red River Gorge. Witnesses say the shooting happened in a cabin during an argument. Police say Delkelberger told them that Slayback was threatening him with a knife. Slayback's sister described what she saw in an interview not long after her brother's death.
And the next thing I know, he just lifted the gun and shot him and didn't stop. And then I'm trying to get back out to my brother, and at that point I didn't know where the shooter was.
Delkelberger's trial was supposed to start last October, but got delayed because of COVID.
Here in Lexington, someone vandalized a popular Lexington bar. The owners of Chevy Chase Inn say they came in Sunday to an absolute disaster, they say, at the bar. Pictures show a mess of items knocked over and littering the floor. The owners managed to get things cleaned up and opened back up. Anyone with information on that crime is asked to contact Lexington Police.
School district leaders in Estill County say a possible threat made on Snapchat is under investigation. The Sheriff's Department and Kentucky State Police say they have determined there is no immediate threat to any Estill County school. The Board of Education says the students involved were not at school today and won't be at school for the remainder of the school year.
Meanwhile, in Whitley County, parents are concerned following a situation at Whitley County North Elementary School. School officials say a student brought a kitchen knife to school, injuring a classmate in the shoulder with it. Superintendent of Whitley County Schools, John Seiler, says since the situation was handled quickly, there was no other threat to any other students, and school remained open for the rest of the day. But some parents and guardians we talked to say they still have concerns.
For so many school shootings and injuries in schools now, that I'm not going to lie, it's kind of makes me lean more towards homeschooling.
A message was sent out to parents asking them to talk with their children that it is against the law to bring a weapon of any kind to school.
As the federal emergency response for COVID-19 is set to end this week, cases of COVID-19 are actually trending up slightly in Lexington. The health department reported 120 new cases of COVID-19 last week. That compares to 86 the week before. No new deaths were reported. COVID vaccines are available every Monday through Thursday at the Public Health Clinic on Newtown Pike. The Mind Matters Health Fair returned to Kroger Field this morning. This is the 15th year for the event, but the first in-person event since the pandemic. The public explored interactive booths today and got free health and memory screenings. And there were also presentations on healthy aging. Barbara Martin is the medical team coordinator, and she says they are happy to be able to bring the health fair back.
We want to help people age healthier. We want people to be able to improve their lives, and that can take on lots of different faces. That includes diet, it includes exercise, it includes cognitive exercising as well. We want to make sure that as we age, our brains and our body age in the best possible way that we can.
The Sanders Brown Center on Aging sponsored the event. Right now, we're still waiting on official numbers from organizers about today's turnout.
Recent CPR training may have saved the life of a Northern Kentucky father. Mike Quinn was jogging while his daughters practiced soccer when he collapsed from a heart attack. Just weeks before, the team's coaches had been trained on CPR. Soccer coaches Travis Little and Alex Flam quickly jumped into action to give Quinn CPR. Flam says it was Quinn who had pushed for the soccer league to be trained in CPR and to have an AED on hand.
It was less than a month, so he headed up the initiative to get all of our clubs and all of our coaches in the club CPR certified and AED certified, and was kind of, I don't know what you call it, like divine intervention, good karma, whatever it is.
Quinn says he was inspired after the death of St. Henry soccer player Matthew Mangine, who died of heart issues during practice in 2020. He's friends of the Mangine family and says he didn't want anyone else to go through something like this.
Wagering on the Kentucky Derby hit an all-time high. Churchill Downs says fans bet $188 million on the big race, up from $179 million last year. Wagering for all of Derby Week also set a new record, $412 million over last year's record, $391 million.
Coffee and Tea Week is underway in Lexington. The event kicked off yesterday in the city. 24 local coffee shops are participating. Many are creating new coffee and tea drinks, like Genesis Coffee House. They created a Cookie Monster latte. The event wraps up on the 14th.
That sounds delicious, doesn't it? And we're coming right back in a moment. The southern border is bracing for a surge of migrants as a pandemic-era border restriction known as Title 42 is set to expire this week. That report coming up.
You know what they say, mornings and DQ breakfast go together like biscuits and gravy. Oh, that's right, 2 fluffy, freshly baked buttermilk biscuits smothered in warm signature black pepper gravy that's filled with mouth-watering Purnell sausage in every tasty bite. Because you know what they say, a quality morning starts with a quality breakfast. They do say all this stuff, right? Well, they will, once they get a taste of our hearty and delicious DQ biscuits and gravy. And it's only a DQ. Heaven tastes good.
Low E, also known as low energy, is wreaking havoc on millions.
I
can't even pull out the hose.
Thankfully, there's Planet Fitness. Now through May 10th, join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime.
It's how you turn your low E into big fitness energy.
Oh yeah, I'm good. Just tired. I'm good. I'm just tired. Just tired.
Join through the free PF app for $1 down, $10 a month. No commitment, cancel.
Y'all know I'm addicted to TikTok. I be on her doing a bunch of nothing. Doing a bunch of nothing.
And unlike Zyrtec, it won't make us drowsy, so you can live your greatness. And Allegra Hives works from the inside to relieve itching and reduce hives for 24 hours.
High tuition costs, lots of school debt, or an affordable option that lets you earn as you learn with a license in 1 to 2 years. Choose wisely. Choose the Building Institute.
Don't try to fix it. Visit the Cheaper Sweeper Shop. Free estimates for repairs and tune-ups for half the cost of a replacement. Parts and service on almost every make and model. New and used
A
vacuums.
long time no see, bro. You look like you be doing good. You look like you be doing good. Thank you. I'm doing decent. I'm doing decent.
A pandemic era
I'm doing
restriction
decent.
called Title 42 allowed the government to turn away some migrants due to citing public health concerns. That policy is set to expire Thursday, and as Emily Schmidt reports, communities across the country are preparing for what happens when it does.
Migrant Demario Jones sees crossing the border as a singular mission.
Just want to go to the US to get a work, to change my life and live a good life.
But border communities say an increase in migrants is an exponentially larger problem.
This task is going to be too great.
UMass Mayor says a month ago, 300 people a day crossed the border near his community. Sunday, he says, there were 1,000.
The federal government is unprepared to meet the demands of the expected influx.
The governor of Texas launched a border response team because he claims the federal government isn't doing enough.
Well, Texas is doing everything possible to try to stop people from crossing the border. At the very same time, the President of the United States is putting out the welcome mat.
Texas has bused migrants to places like New York City, which now wants to send
Is
some by Rockland.
where little Benny at? Where little Benny right there?
The county executive declared a state of emergency, requiring New York City to cover costs of any migrants. Republicans in the House have put forth a bill to extend current policies, but which the White House says would make the situation worse.
The bill, H.R. 2, would be a disaster for border security and a Christmas morning gift for human smugglers.
The bill is scheduled for a vote the same day Title 42 is scheduled to expire, and unlikely to pass the
He
Democratic.
getting big. Yeah, he getting big.
Emily Schmidt.
Yeah, he getting big. He getting feisty too. He wanna bite a lot. He getting feisty. He wanna bite a lot. Yeah, he wants to bite a lot.
And another round of thunderstorms targeting the region later on tonight. I'll show you that's the best chance of seeing the boomers. Just ahead.
Imagine a place where a cool summer breeze blows.
Oh, he bad. Oh yeah, he bad. Yeah, he's bad. Real bad. Yeah, he think he a pitbull. Oh yeah, he do. Yeah, when I pat him, he'll grip onto my wrist and start biting my knuckles. Yeah. I had to grab him by the skin of the back of his neck. I had to grab him by the skin of the back of his neck and get him off me. Yeah.
Kentucky 5. Your 5 numbers could be the one. Spring is here.
They said paralyze him, but while I grab him by the skin, he still be gripping me and pulling forward, trying to bite onto my knuckles. So I don't think it paralyzes him.
There is no pecan chicken salad sandwich.
Hello, dang.
Nope. This Arby's made-to-order masterpiece can't be topped. Except very literally by honey wheat bread. Arby's, we have the meat.
This is our latest hearing aid, packed with 20th century.
He a gangster. Yeah. Oh, he is. Yes, he is. Yeah. Let me see if he's feisty right now. You want to get feisty, Benz? You want to get feisty? You want to get feisty?
Since my car insurance rate increased, I needed
You want to get feisty? Alright, he's about to get his clothes is already in there. Yeah,
But
it's
now that I've got affordable insurance,
I'm about to take my to bed, bro. Much love, bro. Talk to you soon. Talk to you soon. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Talk to you soon. Why you got your claws on my knuckles? Like you ready. Like you ready. What are you ready for?
Over 10 years, yes to a new shape. These are my results. I am so happy. Yes to a new you. I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time. Sonovello's board-certified surgeons use micro laser technology to save
You still up, Cliff? Yeah, I'm still up, Miss Cole.
Good. I have.
I'm still up, lovely Cole.
I've had in 25 years. I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again. I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy. Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-888-389-3370 or go to Sonovello.
Hey, Ben. Ben.
While you're physically at work,
Lovely Cole said, "What's up?"
So grab a refreshing summer edition.
Lovely Cole said, "What's up, Ben?" Look, Ben, open your eyes, Ben. Open your eyes.
Sonic.
Everybody, hope you're making the best of your Monday. Hope you had a good weekend, too. Coming up a decent enough Kentucky Derby weekend. First half was A-OK, and that's really all we cared about was Derby Day. Now on this Monday, we've had some showers, thunderstorms. We've had some really nice weather, and heading into the overnight, we're still tracking the potential for a few more thunderstorms.
He don't pay us
with a severe thunderstorm.
no mind. Nah, he don't pay nobody no mind. He don't pay nobody no mind. He be off in his own world. He be stuck in his own world.
Severe thunderstorms across
western
Kentucky. We're looking at this stuff, and it's putting down a ton of rain. This hasn't moved very much at all. I'm surprised we don't have flash flood warnings here. This part of the state's picked up better than 3 inches of rain since yesterday. We're still getting in on the action, and now some of that stuff is going east of Interstate 65. It's going to be one of those across southern Kentucky where the greatest risk of overnight severe thunderstorms is. You got it here in the southeastern parts of Missouri. That's going to roll its way to the east into western Kentucky, and with this front pressing in from northwest to southeast, what that's going to do is going to force the greatest potential for severe weather into our southern counties heading into the overnight. Right now it's pockets of what may be hail and high winds. I don't see this as a widespread event as of now. Greatest potential for severe weather is this particular area we have highlighted in the orange. That includes western Kentucky into parts of south central Kentucky. That risk area, once you get towards 64 and north, really starts to come down in a big fashion. All right, hour by hour future radar matching up decent enough with what's out there into western Kentucky. Notice those thunderstorms through 1 in the morning are still out across Bowling Green back toward Paducah, and from there they mainly head into southern parts of Kentucky with an isolated shower thunderstorm into the bluegrass area. 8 o'clock in the morning, a couple of boomers in the east, and then we say goodbye to that as we go through the day tomorrow. Nice weather essentially takes hold, and once it gets in here tomorrow, it's going to flex and show up again on Wednesday with a dry sky through your Wednesday into the afternoon. Wednesday looks like a beautiful spring day here in the Commonwealth. So let's kind of circle that one as a day to get out there and enjoy. 3-day forecast just to help you plan things. Tomorrow, shower thunderstorm in the south and east early on. Most of us are dry through the better part of the day, and it looks good, feels good, into Wednesday, too. Now, Thursday, we start to go the other way a little bit with a storm or two.
Well, later, y'all, I'm about to go to bed.
Thursday, though,
I'm about to go to bed, y'all. Later.
75 to 80-degree range. Here's a different perspective of the overnight with the greatest opportunity for those storms across the south.